Okay, in this scenario, the conspiracy is true. Undeniable proof emerges that President John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963 was not the work of a lone gunman, but a deep-rooted plot involving elements of the CIA, the Mafia, Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson, and possibly even high-level government insiders. What now? Let's explore two alternate timelines. One where the truth comes out in 1965, just 2 years after the tragedy, and another where it's revealed in 2025, over 6 decades later. First, imagine it's 1965. The nation is still mourning JFK. The Warren Commission has just released its report claiming Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. But then irrefutable evidence leaks. Maybe secret tapes, whistleblower confessions, or ballistics proof showing multiple shooters. Regardless, in this scenario, the evidence is solid. The immediate fallout would be explosive. Public faith in the U.S. government shatters like the shots in Dealey Plaza. President Lyndon B. Johnson faces immediate impeachment demands. His Great Society programs derailed amid accusations of cover-up or involvement. Riots sweep across cities, fueled by civil rights leaders linking the conspiracy to broader systemic corruption. The CIA is gutted. Director fired, operations exposed, leading to a purge of intelligence agencies. Internationally, the Cold War intensifies. The Soviets exploit the scandal to undermine U.S. credibility, potentially emboldening them in Vietnam and Cuba. NATO partners question American leadership, straining alliances. Domestically, the revelation accelerates the counterculture movement, with widespread distrust birthing more radical activism, perhaps hastening the end of the Vietnam War through massive unrest. Politically, the Democratic Party fractures, altering elections. No LBJ landslide in '64, maybe a different path for civil rights legislation. Culturally, it's a wound that never heals. Heroes become suspects, history books torn apart, and conspiracy thinking becomes mainstream overnight, possibly preventing future cover-ups, but at the cost of national unity. Stocks might crash due to uncertainty. Let's fast forward to 2025. We can all expect some cynicism and memes as well as uproars. In this era, the revelation lands in a landscape already scarred by distrust, from Watergate to 9/11's theories and election controversies. Social media erupts, #JFK truth trends globally, deep fake recreations spread, but fact-checkers and historians push back in real time. Government response? A special congressional committee, some low-level admissions, perhaps a few aging figures prosecuted if alive, but no systemic collapse. Cynicism is the norm. The CIA and FBI face audits and reforms, but they endure with transparency laws strengthened. Internationally, adversaries like Russia and China amplify the story for disinformation, but U.S. alliances hold, tempered by decades of scandals. Domestically, it fuels partisan divides. One side sees vindication of deep state fears, the other dismisses it. Politically, it might influence elections, prompting calls for term limits or intelligence oversight, but society absorbs it amid bigger crises like climate change and AI ethics. Culturally, it's prime for Netflix series and podcasts, rewriting textbooks but not upending daily life. Conspiracy communities thrive, but the world moves on, maybe with a more open mind. Economically, brief stock dips in defense sectors, the differences are staggering. In 1965, the expose hits a vulnerable America mid-Cold War and civil rights struggles, potentially reshaping the 20th century. Escalated conflicts, delayed reforms, a more divided nation without the myth of Camelot to inspire. By 2025, it's a historical bombshell in a jaded world. Our digital resilience dilutes the shock, turning it into catalyst for accountability rather than catastrophe. The early reveal might have fractured society irreparably, while today's could foster closure and prevent future deceptions. Ultimately, whether in 1965 or 2025, it's an interesting topic to discuss. So I'd like to know, what do you think? What would the fallout be like? It also raises the question, is it better to live with the pain of the truth or the bliss of a lie?